Hey, First United Methodist friends, it's Pastor Shannon here with our weekly update for April 30th. And I can't believe it is already the last day of April. This month has just flown by for me. I don't know if that's true for you as well. Well, I wanted to take this opportunity to give you a little bit of an update on what is happening at General Conference. We talked about the General Conference in church a couple of weeks ago, and it's currently taking place in Charlotte, North Carolina. So there has been just some awesome worship, sermons, presentation. Our Bishop Bob Farr, he recorded a brief video on Saturday, and he reported that just the general spirit and attitude at the conference is very positive and uplifting, very hopeful, as together these delegates who represent us are looking forward to a bright and hopeful future for the United Methodist Church. But the big major news is that some key legislation has passed around regionalization in our denomination. And this legislation, it passed with quite a large majority by about 78%. In essence, this legislation creates a plan to make regions within the denomination. So the U.S. will be a region, Africa will be a region, Europe will be a region, and the Philippines will be a region. And this just allows each region to do ministry and mission within their own culture and context. We will still be united as a denomination by our common theology, by the articles of faith, by our constitution and our doctrine. But this will just allow some flexibility, and it also just means that the U.S. isn't so centralized in the denomination. So normally we have things that only pertain to people in the U.S., like retirement plans for pastors. And so people from Africa and the Philippines had to vote on things that didn't affect them. So this just allows the things that are U.S.-centric to remain U.S.-centric and allows the other regions to focus on what is important to them. Now, this hasn't officially gone into place yet. It will be a multi-year process for this to take effect. The legislation still has to be approved by the Judiciary Council, which is kind of like the Supreme Court of the United Methodist Church. It also has to be approved by the annual conferences by a 2/3 majority. So this will be a longer process that will take several years to be fully implemented. So this week kind of begins the major work as delegates look at the budget, as they look at the proposed retirement plan and pension plan for pastors. They look at some updated and revised social principles. But as our bishop said on this video, everything is up in the air until the last votes take place on Friday. But so far, it's all been very positive. It's several positive steps have been taken, and it's on a good track. So we're going to stay tuned for more updates. If you are a church nerd like me, you can follow all the General Conference updates at umnews.org. This Wednesday, tomorrow, is our first Vision Steering Committee, and it's going to be a part of our normal Ad Council meeting. So I am so excited to begin digging into the surveys that you all submitted during our town hall meeting on April 14th, and together we're going to discern where God is leading us over the next 3 to 5 years for such a time as this. This upcoming Sunday, May 5th, is also Graduation Sunday. We have a few graduates that we will be honoring and recognizing. It's also Communion Sunday. We'll wrap up our Connect series by talking about how we are connected in faith and in sacrament. So I'm looking forward to that Sunday worship with you, and I hope to see you then.